We are feeding the birds.
Toppence a bag?
Breadcrumbs in a bag.
And we've unlocked the second tower, or second section of the tower.
Woo!
Yep.
We're actually building it up. And, actually, and then after a little bit longer, we actually were able to... I don't know what significance this holds, but we've also started repairing something called the Clock of Happiness.
I think it has something to do with time, if you think about it.
Well, I'm sure if it's a... I'm gonna look this up. What is the Clock of Happiness, and is there any point to me repairing it? Meanwhile, we're gonna go into, the 5th chapter, of course. Jordy, introduce them.
Alright. Here we have the Watcher of the Woods, Sena Hudson.
She's a wonderful bird watcher. Appreciates nature.
Especially those made of wood. Now that being said, some man decided to tear down the wood and make way for cities.
Yes, man.
Yep.
Industrial movement.
Until there was not a tree left for the
Our whole
birds to
habitat.
sing in.
And of course, bad things are happening, which is why we gotta go in and save the world or something. So, welcome to the Lady filled with avian adoration.
I like
I
this
do
song,
like
honestly.
I dig the music here. It's a nice, Lion King kind of tune.
I admire the composer for going all out with these pieces because it really helps to make the atmosphere.
Again, I genuinely think a lot of the budget went here first.
Oh,
Art
absolutely.
direction and the music.
The
Oh,
budget
here in the
mostly went to
cutscenes.
Yeah, I was about to say, the
Okay.
soundtrack and the cutscenes were probably the biggest focus of them all.
That's fair. So, we got this guy.
The Guardian Bird.
Works very similar to the Tornado Wolf, except this time you can actually launch your tornadoes like a ranged attack.
Yep.
Not a bad idea.
No, not
You
a
still
bad
gotta
idea.
jump. You still need to jump in order to activate it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. Two-step authenticator.
I'd much rather do, ranged attacks so that I don't have to worry about running the risk of, losing my costume if I mess up the jump. Whoa. Have you... And, oh, yeah, as you can see, you can always... you can still reflect tornadoes back. Have you ever attempted going for all the costumes in the game, Jordy?
I think I tried to once, but I either couldn't find out where they were or, I kept having to backtrack. I think, perfectly honest, I think most of my focus was on the statues because I was trying to, go for either the next boss or I think I wanted to unlock the secret ending, which,
There's a secret ending?
Yeah, there's a secret ending.
How do you
It's
unlock
not-
it?
Secret ending.
Okay, it's not really that significant. Here's what happens. So, when you unlock all the statues, you can either get a dance number from the gold statue, or spoiler alert, the dance from the rainbow statue. And at the very, very end, when there's this big dance number with Balan, you can dance with him with his hat off.
So I see. So, I see what you're saying. So at the very end, which we will show off the standard ending, where it's basically a big group musical number. At the very end, they replace his model with his hatless model.
And he actually does different dances. He's more of a background dancer while Leo and Emo take the stage.
Well, that is interesting. Okay. I'll admit, I thought I did a lot of my research, and I was worried. It's was there a story beat I missed? But okay, I see. It's like a showman thing. I get you.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, so now we have this bad boy here.
Yep, it is just a simple grappling hook kind of mechanic, and once again, only player 1 can really use this because it involves me actually manipulating and interacting with the camera and the world around me. So they don't want player 2 doing that for whatever reason. And yeah, also I'm looking into it, and the game does not even the official wiki can tell me what the Clock of Happiness does.
I think
I'm
it's
sure
just
someone's
I guess
made a
another
video
problem.
about it.
I think it's just a general status thing. It's it's in disrepair, so you bring it back up to speed. Fair enough.
Anyway,
Hype so far. I was gonna say hype so far because I don't know if we had asked you yet. Do you happen? Because that's right, James and I in that last part we didn't bring that up, and we need to bring it up now. Hype, do you have a favorite of the inhabitants or worlds in Balan?
I can't say too much on Worlds because I feel like this is going to be a slight disservice to like the people that look up to me in the fandom. A good chunk of this playthrough is going to be blind for me because even though I'm familiar with like the characters and the story and whatnot, some of the worlds themselves I actually haven't had a whole lot of like experience with.
Okay, that's fine. Again, this will be a learning experience then. And then as for James and I, then so we'll hold off on that question until later. Then, for James and I, James again brought up the chess theme because he liked the music and stuff. And me, I think it's a
Oh,
tie
geez, that
for me.
one's on fire, or was on fire.
Yep.
Now it's back on fire.
Back on fire.
Be careful of this one.
Yep, you want to wait until you can either do ranged attacks or wait until it extinguishes itself to create new enemies, and that's your opening. But it's very fast.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, come on. The
Yeah.
range on this thing could be a little better.
No worries, I'm keeping the camera rotated. Almost. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think you do have to wait until he's completely the flames are completely
Extinguished.
gone.
Fair enough. Okay, just a little bit longer. Done. Yeah. No, as far as my favorite world, it's probably a tie between. I love the Sky Worlds theming, and I do like the mechanics of the Ice World.
Let's see.
To a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was gonna say my favorite worlds. Like I did mention liking Chapter 10 a little bit, and what else did I like?
I think you mentioned liking the circus one, but I'm not sure.
Oh no! I did not like Chapter 9 at all.
Okay. Did you like the was it chapter 7 or 10? You said was the one with the cat and the girl.
That's Chapter 6.
It's not
and
11. Oh, 6.
it was okay, but the more I played it, I kind of just didn't really like it as much as I used to.
Okay. Also, saving you a lot of trouble. These levels in particular, as we were going, blind again, is these chapters were some of the trickier ones for James and I to try because we kept like when everything looks like you can reach it, you start like taking a thin comb over everywhere, and we ain't found shit.
Yep. It was we were literally it was a wild goose chase.
Mm-hmm.
We only got 2 statues in that level. God.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's one of the harder levels to get statues in.
Yeah.
Hey, hide them, and you're gonna need all sorts of costumes.
Speaking of which, one of the
sorry,
weaker
go ahead.
costumes, I will definitely say that one of the lamer costumes in the game will be spawning here.
Mm-hmm.
It makes no sense, and as far as I've seen, I can't understand how it helps you. It is... actually, it's a bit further ahead. We had a...
It is.
Okay. But it's tied to these torches, and... Again, I'm not entirely sure what it's supposed to be, because, like, if you light them, I figured, like, oh yeah, you've now created more fire, or you can just do that.
Thank you, co-op.
Anything else back here?
Nope, just
you.
this guy... There was that guy dancing the night away.
I like to imagine they're all very stage shy, and the performance isn't ready yet, and they're like, oh, we have to rehearse.
It's all about rehearsal. Oh, you want to know something that I felt like was a very missed opportunity for this game? They should have had Balan or Lance singing, because the actors can actually sing.
Aw, that would have actually been would have been another neat idea, is having them be the ones to sing the ending song if you clear enough of a percentage.
Or maybe like an
nice.
exclusive credits scene, or even that could be part of a secret ending too.
There's ideas, and okay, so I guess we can talk about the future things. So again, the creator's not here at the moment anymore, but the team is still there, so there is still the possibility to a hothead.
That's the
Hello,
one.
Happy.
It
You
lights
hear-
torches.
And that's literally it.
Okay, I will say there is 1 or 2 opportunities where you need to light a fuse on fire, but otherwise, yeah, that do be it. It's very context sensitive. Just see a torch, use it. If you don't see a torch or a fuse, don't bother using it.
So
There,
with that
okay,
being
right
said, well, our repartee is a little more varied now, at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I wish they didn't take away your inventory of costumes every level.
Yeah, seriously.
Keep them.
Again,
Yeah, I know.
again, co-op. Second player literally gets the shaft every time you go onto another level by literally removing all the stuff you already have. And yeah, let's go bowling.
Or not. Alright. Line it up. I haven't been bowling in a while. Have you, Hype?
I
I
went
can't
bowling on
remember the last time I
vacation.
bowled.
Gotta go in.
Get that
Perfect
golden
split.
hat! Come on!
I'm on it. I'm getting the perfect angle then.
Oh, man!
You got one of
I
them.
got one of them. It's gotta count for something. Nice. More Tims, thank you.
All right, I'm
You're
up.
up. Aim true. And give just the right amount of force. And maybe Nintendo get us another big Mario Sports Mix collection.
I
You
mean,
got a big split.
assuming one that, yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't
I
mean to
assume-
interrupt
as-
you. I've
no,
been
you're
doing
fine.
that a
Fine.
lot today.
You're fine.
Assuming Square Enix will work with them to make another Sports Mix.
I mean, it'd be nice, though. A part of the problem is that I think what made the game so invigorating in the first place revolves around a gameplay style that they don't really highlight much on the Switch anymore, if at all.
Aw.
Oh,
Or
so
I
fun you're
can't
playing
see
it.
it working all that well with the Switch's infrastructure.
Fair. Which
Unless
is, yeah, it's a-
unless they take maybe the Skyward Sword HD approach, where you could aim your the ball dribbles with the right stick.
Oh. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying then. Okay.
Otherwise, if they were to make a sequel, it probably would be about as half-hearted as Sports Mix was. I mean,
Gotcha.
okay, maybe that's a little too strong of a word. More like plain by comparison.
Uh huh.
Well, gonna have to make some.
Oh, no!
It
Whap
was an
whap.
attempt. You tried your best. You tried your
dear.
best. Alright. Well, we still got some decent Tims to take along for the road.
At the very least,
Mini
these
drops.
don't. At the very least, none of the statues in this game are tied to those mini games.
Thank
Nope,
goodness.
it's just for fun to just try and help build up your Tim breeding skills. And then there's
Yeah.
those big Kabuto, stag beetle characters. And
I think that's another really well hidden costume.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
every
is.
chapter has at least one or two that are like, you can actually reach them on your first time, but you gotta really look out of your way or take a detour.
And actually,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. All I was gonna say was each level has a musical costume where if you stand on a pedestal, remember back in chapter 1 there was this black pedestal with a musical note on it,
Yeah, it involves a costume you'll get later in the game.
but
or
it
you
doesn't
find
really
them
it doesn't do anything really grand. It just gives you more drops if you stand on the pedestal and perform the
oh,
song.
okay. Well, I'll admit I'm at least happy about that because yeah, in our entire playthrough we only found one. Hey there, we only found one musical costume, and I genuinely thought it was maybe this one gives you drops, but the harder to find ones will actually give you better goodies. But it literally is just more drops.
Yeah.
Again, it feels like fluff at the end of the day.
Gosh,
Is
darn, I
that
thought it was
a
gonna be something
red?
cool. Go ahead.
Oh, I think that was a red one. That unlocks hard mode.
What?
Hard mode.
Hard mode. There's a hard mode in this game.
But hold on. Describe that then. Wait. Is this part? Is this still more to do with that whole adaptive AI thing I was talking about at the beginning?
Probably.
Well, you were saying hard mode like you knew. So what does hard mode mean to you?
It's something about the Nigdatis being red, and it unlocks a hard mode, and then after you beat the level, you get a red check mark instead of a golden one.
Oh.
Huh. I guess that
That
would explain
actually
why some of the later portions of the game was giving us crap.
That would make sense, and that would explain why we did see a different color check mark sometime. We were like, wait, what did we miss? And hey-ya!
Jojo!
Or
Naturally.
Kenshiro, for the classics out there. We see you.
I'm gonna faint every time I see that guy go like that.
Alright, and we messed up.
I did anyway, but you're fine.
Yeah, it doesn't count
Yeah.
because,
It counts.
counts the
It
best score.
counts the higher value of the two.
Yeah, as you see, we got a grade, so it was all for naught.
Yeah. Again, this shit's stupid. If you honestly if you have to play it perfectly
Oh, look,
just
mouse
to
statue.
get the statue, that honestly, I mean, and again, you can only do these once per run of the level. Then that's just waste. It's like it's a waste of time.
Right, because then we have to replay the boss and then replay the level, and so again, I would be much more okay with it if it like just automatically booted me out, and the hat was still there to give another shot. Then I'd be like, yep, let's do it.
I would like that too, honestly. Like, I love Balan, and I loved some of these bouts, but in general, I feel like that's one of the weaker points of this game. And frustrating.
Well, it's cool. It's really cool to see, but it's again, it's very strict, but
strict and very limited. Like, I think it goes without saying that a lot of us very much were hoping that the Balan bouts would have been more than just QTEs, but that's unfortunately all it is.
Right. Which, okay, so and quickly backing up, Jordy, I love Kingdom Hearts. I love Dark Cloud. I love a lot of these games, and that doesn't mean that. That doesn't mean that it's like, oh my gosh, you can't, point out little things that you wish could be improved upon. That in some senses that shows, the fact that you like a game so much that you're not gonna like call it perfect. You know that there are ways that it can be worked on in the future.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's how I see it anyway. Like, honestly, there were a lot of parts about this game that admittedly disappointed me, but overall, I did enjoy the experience, and I love the visuals, the characters, and the music the most. And that's worth it.
And how have you been enjoying your little like tour of the place so far?
Been alright. Like I said, just seeing a good chunk of the game's content for the first time. Like I said, it feels weird me saying stuff like that considering all the other things I've been doing for the fan base.
I mean, to be fair though, you've been more active with the community more so than the game at large.
And that's fine.
And again, I know some people who love Splatoon and haven't even played Splatoon, but they just love the world building and stuff. It's all just a matter of what calls you in. Nice. They never expected you to have a jump ability there.
Huzzah!
Now, what were you saying to him?
Just saying that. Just like it's just whatever relates to you, whatever you like that's just how you can connect with that game. It doesn't have to be over. It's gameplay, and we win. Hooray! Ugh. Honestly, it was not a very long level, thank goodness, but definitely had us turned around trying to find stuff at times.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Now we shall call upon the Big Bird.
Follow that big bird?
You wish it were Big Bird. No. This bird is kind of cuckoo. Hence its name.
Hey, Araquan. It's the Araquan.
Honestly, it looks like the Araquan bird mixed with that one bird boss from Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Oh!
With a little bit of cockatoo, I mean.
Oh yeah, it definitely has the wild, wacky nature of the cockatiel. So, way you're gonna be dealing damage to this weird birdie. Wait for it to swing its head down, because you either want to use your tongue of the lizard on its body, and if you can't reach it, run. Break that to snap its tongue back at it.
Ouch!
And attack the weak underbelly. Alright, so now we take care of the first one, which is knocking out its bird house. Just throwing this out there right now, I still love the details that go into these little, like, boss arenas, even though you don't spend too much time in them.
Agreed.
Definitely reminds you of Journey of Dreams stuff.
I agree.
Alright, so knock the tornadoes back at it once again, and again, the last way to deal damage is to, again, use your Lick It Tongue snapshot ability. You have to just get very lucky and platform just right to avoid the toxic goo. Oh boy. Co-op makes this a chump, of course.
Yeah, otherwise this would be very much a drag.
Whack!
Hey!
And then we can just whack it proper. And boss done.
Goodbye, cuckoo.
All I wanted was some Cocoa Pebbles.
Cocoa
You can never have them. We've talked about this.
I thought you were going to say Cocoa Puffs.
That's what I was probably going to do, but then I decided to just, twist it around at the very last second.
Got
turn
it.
into a turn into a Flintstones. It's a Griffin.
It's 11.
You think you got a crap job?
Boom, boom. Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
And, yeah, we've heard this one before.
Were there any in the book, Jordy? Were there any like noticeable like personality differences between how the characters are portrayed here than as they are in the books?
There were for some, yes. Like, let me think. For Clock Tower Kid, aka the girl in Chapter 6 we'll be meeting, she's a little bit more of a brat in this story, but she still cares for her friends deeply and is very clingy to one of them.
Okay.
And Ivan, she loves her family and all that, but just like her nature, her stage, she's kind of cold and heartless.
Very like trying to push people away, so to
Yeah,
not like grow
exactly.
too attached to them. Makes sense. So, with that said, let's see how we can make things right. Because people gotta live somewhere too. But she went right to the productive element, saying, no, it's simple. We can combine our loves.
There you go. And also a
Put
park
in-
for the birdies.
Have a nature preserve. Parks. Not a bad place to live, honestly. Doesn't sound too bad.
And they came to
Aw.
live!
Tweetums.
And so everything was right with the world.
Hi!
What can I
Someone
say?
hit the
I
ball.
love the little charmers.
Someone get the barbecue.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. So, yeah. With that said, yeah, took out that place. We're gonna go on to the last area that was shown off in the demo before. The cat girl. The
Are
girl
you
and
ready
the
to
cat.
go even more cuckoo?
Let's get sad.
Oh, that's right. This is the part where everyone gets depressed.
This was the part where my pet died.